El Hombre's Bananas for Mikey Bananas. Ladies and gentlemen, trust the profits. What are we doing here? We're talking about the Tampa Bay Derby the night before. Got a couple drinks in us right now, having a good time, and the two of us got to talking. How would we spend $100 if we had it on the Tampa Bay Derby? El Hombre, how's it going?
It's going well, baby. Let's do this. Let's talk
Let's do
about
it.
$100. You got a fictitious $100 bill. In reality, though, we're betting it. And in Tour de Force world, I'm betting it. So,
Woo!
spoiler alert for the kids.
Spoiler alert. Throw that out there. El Hombre, there's 12 horses in this field right now. Tapit Trice is the morning line favorite at 8-5. Not exactly getting a bargain there, especially with 12 horses in this field. I am really curious to see how you're going to go. I happen to know a little bit about you. I know you do. You will bet the chalk, which I agree is sometimes the sensible thing to do, sometimes the right thing to do. You bet the horse that you think is going to win. I'm curious to see how deep you take Tapit Trice on this, the 8-5 favorite in the 6 hole. What you doing?
Well, I really wish that I don't like to bet the chalk, but I will bet the chalk. And here's where I'm at because I'm so sick of the sharps in the industry, the sharps.
The
It
Sharps.
makes me vomit because I'm going to find the 20-1 sexy pick and outsmart the world, which by the way, it
Yeah.
never works. You look
Works
like an
every
asshole in the
time.
morning.
Yeah.
I
Because the
don't care.
20 to
Whatever.
ones win every time. Don't we know that?
Yeah, yeah. And then next Tuesday everybody forgets about it, and then the next time they're the smartest guy in the world again. Next time, great.
Yeah.
In this case, though, by far the best horse in the race is Tapit Trice. He's 8-5 morning line, and if I can get 8-5 on him, dude, I'll ship my mortgage payment on it. I mean, that's where I'm at with it. Forget about it. I'm not going to bet it that way though. I feel like there's a little bit of value here that you can find underneath Tapit Trice in an exacta. What's your initial thought on this? Because here's the 12 horse field, and so
Here's the horses we're talking about. Yeah.
there's a lot of unknown horses. There's several that we've seen before in somewhat of decent race fields.
Yeah.
A lot of good jockeys, a lot of good trainers. There's a lot of familiar names.
At the
Who
Downs.
sticks off the page? Obviously, outside of the 6 horse Tapit Trice.
Yeah.
Who are we looking at for some value here? Are you looking at a value bet, or are you
I am.
trading Tapit Trice? Tell us.
Do you want me to ship you what my play is right here,
Go
right
ahead,
now?
please.
All right. So my play right here is Classic Car Wash, win place, $50 bet. So I'm shipping the whole 100 on win place. I really think Classic Car Wash has an opportunity here to win. So we've talked about this before with Matt DeSantis. Between the two of us, when you look at a favorite, especially one that's 8-5, we did this with Breeders' Cup, right? How do you defeat that horse? How do you defeat Jackie's Warrior Flight Line? What's the other angle here? So I took a little bit deeper look, I should say, at Tapit Trice. How far has he raced? 1 mile. We're going a mile and a 16th, right? We're doing that extra turn here. Who has he beaten so far? Shesterkin, Slip Mahoney. So, he hasn't raced at a stakes level yet, not even a graded stakes level. Right.
No,
So he's got a couple knocks against him here.
Agreed.
He's won in field sizes of 6 and 8, and now we're talking a 12 horse field. How does he manage that? He has wired once in that 6 horse field, but he's also had to maneuver around horses before. We don't exactly know how he's going to handle that. In the one race he did go, that was 9 horses deep, his very first race, so there's a little bit of a pass there. He didn't maneuver himself enough to get into a winning position. He took 3rd place in his first race out. Everything after that he won. The last race he won by like 8 lengths or something crazy like that. So there are a couple areas here where you can take a look at an 8-5 horse and say, I don't know if that really justifies me placing my whole bet on him. I take a look at Classic Car Wash. Last time out, he came in 3rd place. Okay. 2 3/4 lengths behind Litigate, made up a bunch of ground in that 11 horse field. Didn't have exactly the best start. Had 2 wins before that. One of them he actually did wire, and they weren't the biggest races. We're talking about 50K maiden, 50K allowance race, I believe. But he was able to pull off a couple wins in those races. Starting in the 2 hole, I feel like that gives him a little better position. He has less field to make up. He has a shorter distance to go, and the price is right at 8-1. I feel like 8-1 is a bargain on this horse, by doing a win place. If he comes in second place, I think he's got a chance to win. But even if he comes in second place at 8-1, should be getting something back. What do you think
Agreed,
of that?
100%. And by the way, like I mean, if you're going to fade Tappet Trice, I would do look to Classic Car Wash maybe
Yeah.
as a setter. I mean, I think that here's what you said about Tappet Trice. Hasn't gone a mile more than a mile. I agree 100%. But he was accelerating at that mile mark. Let's not forget that. He was bored, walking away,
For
still
sure.
accelerating at the mile. He's a Tappet child. Tappets run for days. I think that the distance will do nothing but benefit him. And 8-5, again, if I can get 8-5, I hope he's at least 1-1. And here's why, because I am going to bet an exacta, and I am going to put some prices underneath. I'm going to spread underneath for second. So with a $100 crisp $100 bill walking into the betting window,
Yeah.
you're going a $50 win place on the deuce. Classic Car Wash with our boy Emasail Jaramillo on the mount. The
Nicely
Mount Cassie joint,
pronounced.
8-1 morning line. And I think, honestly, I think you might get at least that. Actually, I feel
Yeah.
like 8-1 is pretty damn accurate.
I think so too.
With 12 horses, man, I mean, there's going to be, I would say, 5 or 6 will be completely ignored, and you're going to get 50-1 plus on them. And then, obviously,
Mikey Bananas.
Yeah. Arguably the worst name in the history of all sports.
Well,
Along with Classic Car Wash, by the way. Can you get more embarrassing of a name? Besides that, I'd probably like the horse more if it wasn't named that.
is it the car wash that's classic, or is it a classic car that gets washed? I don't know what they're trying to go for there. It's a little bit confusing.
It reminds me of a dumpster fire, like small town shithole car wash or something. I don't know, but
Yeah,
it's a good horse. I hope he does well. I wish the best for him and his connections, but it's a bad name.
But you're right.
All right.
So Shesterkin is going to get money, right? Groveland is possibly going to get some money.
Shesterkin, by the way, if there is one morning line that stands out as completely wrong to me, it's that Shesterkin got destroyed. I mean, it's a speed horse, could get up the front, should be in the front, wild speed, wild potential.
Hurt. Yeah,
it was bad.
Classic
Not
Legacy, maybe Classic Legacy, but I like Classic Car Wash a little bit more here. I know our numbers when they go out, they're going to have Classic Legacy a little bit above, but I do, when I dig a little bit deeper, I like 8-1 on Classic Car Wash a little bit better than 6-1 on Classic Legacy. Groveland is kind of interesting too. He got second in the Sam Davis, the same race we were just talking about where Classic Car Wash got third. Finished a little bit closer, maybe one length closer to the lead on that behind Litigate, another Todd Pletcher horse. I mean, let's talk about that too. I don't want to step on your toes here, but we're talking about Shesterkin in this race and Tappet Trice, Forte, Litigate. I mean, Todd Pletcher is just rolling them out.
Monsters. Although I think Litigate's super overrated. I think he's the benefactor of a weak field there, but
we're going to find out pretty quickly when these horses start racing each other more.
This is the beauty. This is the beauty of the Derby season. Maybe Litigate comes out and is a world beater next time out. Wasn't impressed personally by him last time.
Same.
But so my bet, and let's just wrap this up. We're going to make this a quick one tonight, boys and girls. Listen.
We got ladies out there. That's right.
My bet is a $25 exacta, straight exacta. We're going to put the 6-horse Tappet Trice on top. We're going to eat chalk. Let me pull them up here for you. We're going to eat chalk.
Chalk eaters out.
Literally eating chalk.
Yeah.
We're going to put that 6-horse. We're going to go on top of the 2. Right there with your Classic Car Wash. I hope it gets second for your place.
Yep.
Or both winners if that happens. I'm also going to include the 3 Classic Legacy. I'm going to include the 4 Groveland. And I'm going to include the 11 Zydeco at a 20-1 morning line. Whoa. Got to find some prices. Got to find some value. I know those are probably 4 of the, I don't know, the next 6 favored horses. But at a $25 exacta, $100 total bet, I think Tappet Trice wins for fun, bored, and I think, honestly, Luis Saez is doing cartwheels down the front stretch, signing autographs during the stretch run. It's over. Pletcher will be arrogant as F, like always, signing autographs during the race, turning to the crowd, giving the thumbs up. Thanks for coming. at the top of the stretch. That's how easy it's going to be.
One more thing Zydeco reminded me of. One more thing that you could take away from Tappet Trice is take a
Go
look
ahead,
at the pace
please.
numbers that he ran in his 3 races, and then take a look at Zydeco, take a look at, Mikey Bananas even, take a look at some of the pace numbers, Groveland, and see, like and just think for a while, is Tappet Trice gonna get worn down by these pace monsters that are in this race?
No,
Alright, we'll
it's
see.
simple. Tapatrace controls the pace. Tapatrace controls the race. Tapatrace wins for fun, babe. That's it. Hey, listen, classic. I think classic car wash is a good move. I'm impressed with your take because I think if I was going to fade, which I'm not,
Yeah,
if I was
uh,
going to, that's the right move.
yeah, fade soda,
There
baby.
it is. I'm sure the sexy big price hunters out here have a lot to say about my chalk eating, but I don't care. I will make money and you won't, babe.
Yeah.
Holler at me in the comments, baby.
Someone's got Freedom Road out there, and we wanna hear from you, Mark Palmer.
Whew. Let's go. 15 to 1 morning.
That's
Anything else
right.
to close this thing out? We're going to keep it short tonight. It's late. We want to
Short
get ready. Big day tomorrow. Tampa Bay Derby. Let's go.
short and sweet, we're out.